So I recently had a birthday, and while book hauls are not normally the kind of content I like to film and watch, I thought this would be a good chance to go over the 10 books I acquired during the week of my birthday, starting with Independent Bookstore Day. On the 25th of April, I actually went to a new bookstore that was having its grand opening, and while I didn't see anything on the shelves that I wanted, I decided to try out a blind date with a book and got To Charm a Dark Prince. A little leery of this one because it was marked as fantasy and it's clearly romantasy, but I think it's kind of like King Arthur-esque, and so I'm definitely going to give it a shot. That same day, I also picked up The Beauty's Blade, which is a Baiha novel and is following the heir of a sect who is trying to one-up the leader of this demonic sect, and through some sort of machinations, I think she's trying to woo her. Not sure, really excited though. Also found the second and third Emily Wilde books, and no, I haven't read the first one, and no, these don't match the copy that I have of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. But I got these at a cat cafe, and all the proceeds go to supporting the cat, so of course I had to buy something. Then on my actual birthday, I found Over the Plain Houses, which I know nothing about except that I think it's historical, speculative, and maybe sapphic, and that's more than enough to intrigue me. I also got a copy of The Fatal Flame by Lindsay Fay. This is the third book in the Timothy Wilde series, which is looking at the forming of the New York Police Department in the 1840s, and is one of the few instances of a mystery series that I really enjoy. Then I picked up Blood in the Mist, which is something I've never heard of, quite frankly. But it's about fairies and this man specifically trying to save his children from fairyland, which is apparently really looked down upon and not done in this community. I have heard almost nothing but good things about The God of the Woods, and I found it used at a bookstore, so of course I had to snag it. I'm really looking forward to giving it a shot, hopefully this summer. Beartooth, which is out now in paperback and is the only reason I ended up buying this one I did. I don't know much about this either, which is kind of a theme for all of these books, but it's following two brothers, and yeah, interested. Oddly enough, I DNF'd Callan Wink's other book, August, so I'm hoping I don't have trouble with this one. And the last book, and actually the only one I've already read, is The Traitor and the Wretch. The premise for this is, think of if the former right-hand man turned traitor of the prophesied hero and an ex-cult member for this chaos god had to team up to survive the aftermath of a great battle. What would happen? Obviously, they fall in love.